Ghana Rugby would like to thank Africa Rugby. My brother Khalid, Babu, President, and the team. Especially my big brother Gidel, who's in charge of competitions. Ghana today, our ladies have qualified to participate in the Olympic qualification later this year. Not easy at all, but we have qualified. As many will know, from the beginning we set a program, and part of the program, an important part of the program, was the development of ladies rugby. We've had a fully fledged league in Ghana. We shall be entering into our third year successfully. And as I used to tell Khalid's predecessor, we would like to push for Ghana to also enter the 15s at some point in time. Huge investment. It's not just about money, it's about the people involved who've done it. And I think Africa Rugby have recognized that. Ghana, we are not a rugby playing nation. We don't have the traditions of it. We've had to dig from the scratch and build from bottom to top at one level, and then from top to bottom at the other level. We, the administrators, the key for us, which I think is what got us recognition from World Rugby in record time, is compliance. Do what is there as the master plan for World Rugby and for Africa Rugby. Make sure there's transparency with it, and then make sure all the other edicts that are involved are adhered to, which is what we've done. And so with that in mind, with the GIR program, which is strong from the ladies' side, the ladies drive it, the ladies' league, the personalities involved, and a lot of what goes in. We have ladies running our Scrum It programs and other programs of the sort. And we're proud. I'm proud to say that since my tenure, we have board members at the regional levels in all the regions that participate in rugby. And we have a full member on our full board, national board, is a lady. So we've taken it extremely seriously. And I think the recognition today is of the fact that we have complied. We have done what we have to do. That those who work very closely with the team, working underneath Steph Nell on one side, Coralie on the other side, and Gidel obviously on the other side, all within the vision of President Khalid Babu, recognize that we probably are doing more than even the more established nations are doing as far as ladies are concerned. So Ghana Rugby says thank you. Thank you, thank you. And I say thank you to all the ladies who have made it their way. The ladies have been more committed than the men. Sorry guys, that's the way it is. They have really put in the effort. They've put themselves in camp. Those who work have found times early in the morning to learn the game. A lot of us didn't have the benefit of going through school. I did, but most of them here in Ghana, where rugby is not a main sport at all, they've learned it later on in life as they've grown up and they've taken to it. But they've adapted very quickly. They've adapted very quickly, and they've been lucky with the training transition, with Coach Dallas being involved, and when the other foreign coaches come to town, for them to also benefit from things to learn. It's a learning game. We always believe that we need to win off the field in order to win on the field. And therefore the board, myself and my fellow directors are very, very aggressive in our approach to professionalism and to global standards. So it's great when we see that on one side, that on the other side, that the men's senior team is qualified within the top 16 teams in Africa. So from 0 to that, to be number 12, I believe we are. To also qualify for Olympic qualification for the men's, that's a big deal as well for us. And now we have our ladies as well. Our young kids went in with a baptism of fire into the tournament in Kampala. I was fearing the worst in terms of three figures, but the key is that they got involved, they participated, probably 18 months ahead of time in terms of our rollout development program for men, 7s, 15s, 7s, women's 7s, 15s, and then under 20s, and then take it all the way down as we build it from the bottom with the GIR program going up. Tough times, difficult, but I must say I'm proud of all of those involved. Obviously now it means that we've got to pull ourselves together in terms of raising funding. We're doing it for the senior team because we can't go into any new formatted rugby setup simply not playing against anybody and then suddenly being thrust in the deep end. So we have to take it very seriously, which is what it is that we're doing. And from the bottom end, we're doing exactly the same too. So I take my hat off to everybody. Thank you, Africa Rugby. Thank you, those guys in Ghana. and I reach out to the companies that have helped us. We've had incredible support because in Ghana, like all other countries in Africa, seem to be having a problem with governments and sporting directors and national sports associations understanding that there is more than one sport other than football, and that even little crumbs thrown in the way of development of rugby across the continent would see the youth being into the most disciplined of sports, an alternative sport, the greatest sport on earth. So I do whisper and I do shout and I say, look, thank you to Pan-African. Thank you very much to Societe Generale here in Ghana, and I know they're doing it across the continent. Thank you to my brother Haitham Fakri at Interplast, Isaac Hu at Sunda, and associated companies who have been out there strong and support us. Shailesh and Vishal, who are very humble. Ajibi Foods, the Spanish giants who are huge in terms of tomato products, for all the little bits that they've been able to take and to sponsor and to help us. And then all the others who sort of jumped in and helped in little ways, just little ways, as they've helped so that we, the directors, the board directors, don't have to, go too deep or further than what we should do in terms of supporting this game. But multiple competitions in the most serious and beautiful of sports means that we require money. And as we enter into these competitions, we need to be well prepared, which we will be. I think everybody understands that we will be. And we are doing extremely well, guys and girls, those who understand the program, those who are committed. We need to move ahead. We need to move fast, especially with the support we're now getting from Africa Rugby in terms of participating in these competitions. Thank you, and thank you again.